friends, welcome back to another video. If you happen to be new here, my name is Kim. I am an author as well as an illustrator, and here in this space I love to share things all about books, all about projects I'm working on, and just overall all about living a cozy and intentional life. It is my first vlog of 2025. I actually already recorded the entire vlog, so this is, I suppose, future me talking at the beginning of this video, and then you'll guys see me at the end to do an outro. But that's because I tried various times to film an intro when I first started recording this vlog, and I couldn't get my thoughts straight, and I was having just a hard time filming the vlog. It has been a very slow start to 2025, which I actually have been really enjoying. I mean, you guys will see all of it in this vlog. I also wanted to say thank you so much to folks who left comments on my previous video. If you haven't seen my previous video, I shared some truths about what 2024 was for me, and it wasn't the easiest year. It was full of many beautiful things, but also very hard things. There's one thing I really value about the community that we have built here is for me to be transparent and for me to just show my vulnerability. I find that vulnerability can teach us a lot about ourselves. It can showcase light to others. So I just want to say a huge thank you to folks who left beautiful comments. And FYI, I am okay, friends. Thank you so much for your kind comments, but I truly am okay. Me expressing what 2024 was for me doesn't make me any less optimistic about this year. It doesn't make me any less of anything. I really am someone who does her best to look at these hard things that often can happen in life and turn them into something beautiful, into something positive. So that is what I am using 2024 as this beautiful opportunity to be able to create something magical with in 2025. So thank you so much for all your love, for your kind comments and words. It really means a lot to me. So in this vlog, friends, you can expect some gentle planning. I got my very first ever Hobonichi, so you're going to see me set that up and try and get adjusted to the Hobonichi ways. I also start my first book of the year, which was quite exciting because I have been on a reading slump. And overall, you're just gonna see me do some very gentle and slow planning. Gentle for me means not going in full swing with just planning all of 2025. It's just more so easing my way into this year. Plus, we're still at winter, you guys. Winter is all about still resting. It's all about going inward. It's all about just reflections. And I don't want the new year idea that we have to have everything figured out and planned to overshadow the fact that we're still in winter. So most of my bigger goal setting is going to be more towards spring. For now, we are just trying to recalibrate after the New Year's, after the holidays, and sort of set our foot into the door into what 2025 is going to be, which is going to be amazing for all of us. I just know it. So friends, without further yapping your ear out, let's get into this video. I hope that you enjoy. I'll see you at the end of this video, by the way. Stop. It's gonna be too big.
Too big for what?
This little thing I had gotten for it initially. friends, it is the next day and I got some goodies in the mail for my Hobonichi Teko Original. I ended up getting this Hobonichi Teko Original sleeve for it in the Olive Grove color. I honestly don't really like this color too much, but it was the only one that would actually get here on time. Everything else was super pushed out and I am very impatient. So I ended up just picking this one up. I also got a clear case to put on top of the sleeve. And this is the Beautiful Season clear case. It has, you can't really see it, but it has a little illustration design on here that I thought would look really cute on top of this. So I'm gonna put all of this together. I really love how everything came out. I'm obviously not done. This is a work in progress. But I really love how this little spread came out. I thought it was so cute. Considering that I started doing this on January 2nd, I totally missed January 1st. So I ended up doing a letter to myself. I thought it would be nice to come back to this letter at the end of the year and sort of reflect on how I was feeling the beginning of this year. So I ended up writing myself a little letter and then I did just some random doodles on the first page. And then I ended up doing a little layout for January 2nd. I suppose I was just kind of playing around with how or what things I want to include in my planner, like what things I want to document and keep track of. As I was planning yesterday, some of the things that I know for sure that I want to be including in my Hobonichi is like a little gratitude phrase, maybe something that I'm grateful for that day. And then I also want to do my intent of the day. So what are my plans for the day? And then I also want to include voyage of the day. So for me, kind of like rather than saying doing like a to-do list, I thought it would be nice to call it voyage. I feel like that makes it a little bit more approachable for me, kind of like the journey of what today is going to bring and how I'm going to tackle those things. I find that rewording certain things takes off the pressure rather than, like, for example, like I mentioned, calling it a to-do list, meaning I have to do it. I don't have to do it. So I decided to call it voyage of the day. I feel like that, I don't know, that to me just sounds more approachable. It takes off the pressure of having me to sit down and actually do something, rather I'm just letting this voyage sort of take place. So we have gratitude of the day, we have intent of the day, we have voyage of the day. And then for me, some of the things that really grounds me is pulling a tarot or oracle card for the day, which I'm calling spirit card on my planner. And then also enjoyment of the day. And to me, that's going to be something that I'm going to be doing for that day, or that I want to do for that day, that brings enjoyment, which can be reading a book. It could be going out on a stroll. I suppose the enjoyment is just something that I'm going to be doing that is for pure pleasure, pure enjoyment. So again, I'm including gratitude, I'm including intent, voyage, spirit card, and enjoyment of the day. So those are 5 things that I'm going to be planning on doing hopefully every day on my Hobonichi, and we'll see how it goes. Again, it's my first time using a Hobonichi. I feel a little bit nervous because I have never used a journal every single day, but it's okay. I'm gonna take it one day at a time and see how this goes. To be honest, you guys, I am still not feeling the most, I suppose, creative, not the most energetically person. And that is normal, okay? That is normal because we are still in the winter season. And to be completely honest, any sort of planning or really just getting our goals in place and together shouldn't necessarily be starting until closer, or if not in spring, because spring is all about growth. It's all about setting new seeds or planting new seeds and planning out our year. So technically, if we're going by our seasonal calendar, it shouldn't be until spring when we are doing all the planning and all the goal setting. So for now, like I mentioned, I am just doing some gentle planning so my little anxious heart can have a break and feel like there's some eggs in the basket. We have a little plan going, but nothing too extreme to where I'm overwhelming myself. We'll leave that to the spring season. So I think today, friends, I'm going to just finish setting up my Hobonichi with these little cool accessories that I got for it, and then maybe do some reading as well, and again, just take it nice and slow. Yes.
Was not listening to you at all, baby.
So friends, it's been actually a few days since I started this vlog. To be completely honest, I just have not been feeling like filming anything. I've been in a slump. I don't want to call it slump. I've just been having a very slow start to 2025, and that's okay. But I haven't been really feeling like doing much, to be honest. I also started a new medication, and I've taken this medication before, and it had some not so great side effects. One of the side effects was like depression and anxiety, and I feel like I've definitely been feeling the anxiety part of the medication lately. So I've been feeling very jittery, very anxious. So I think that also is sort of contributing to how I've been feeling. That's another reason why I just want to take it slow and not bombard myself with so much planning for the new year, because I know myself and I know that will cause me some anxiety. One of the things that has been helping me a lot with my anxiety right now that I've been experiencing is listening to instrumental music. I used to listen to a lot of instrumental music, like harmonies and hums, or as some might call it, like healing music. I used to listen to that a lot when I would meditate more often, and that would really help me with anxiety. So I started listening to that recently, and you guys, that has been helping me a lot. If anything, that's kind of what's been getting me through. I've been listening to this particular YouTube artist. I will link her channel down below. Her name is Diana Lopez, and she plays the electric guitar. She plays it in a sort of, I don't know, like frequencies and hums. She just has beautiful melodies, and that has been really helping me calm my anxiety. So that's been great. I am doing my makeup and getting ready to head out. I honestly don't want to get out of my house, but I know I need to. I know that is something. Oh my gosh, my bun is looking crazy. I just looked at my camera. I know I need to get out of my house because of how I've been feeling, and usually fresh air will do wonders for me, but it is that my anxiety and how I've been, my mental space right now, that keeps me from going out. It's trying to shut my body down. I know the signs, so I'm trying to not fall into that headspace. So I know getting some fresh air is going to help me out. So my husband is away. He went to go fishing and I am at home with Dobie. So I figured we would go to the park, take Dobie on a walk. He hasn't been on a walk since the year started. So this is going to be his first walk of 2025. I feel like I'm also feeling a bit nervous because I just posted a video today of just some thoughts and rambles about what 2024 was for me, and I shared a lot in that video. There were a lot of vulnerable things that I shared, and sometimes like after I post, I don't really make those kind of videos, but I just thought it was a necessary video for me to start 2025, to kind of give an honest recap of what 2024 was for me. I personally love these videos because it offers the viewers, when I'm watching these kind of videos, it offers me sort of introspection into my own life, and it's nice to connect with people in that manner because it makes the people that we're watching on the other side of the camera, on the other side of the screen, it makes them feel more real. So I personally really enjoy honest and vulnerable videos like that, but I don't often share them, and now that I shared that one video, I'm feeling a little self-conscious about it. I often start thinking like, am I oversharing? Am I that person that is just oversharing? Is it okay to overshare? Do people even want to hear that stuff? You know, I get in my head a lot. And that's kind of how I'm feeling right now after I posted that video. So yeah, I feel like a lot of my anxiousness is also deriving from that. But again, me working through it right now is listening to some instrumental music. That has been really, really helping me out. I'm trying not to think about it and just say it's okay. You know, those who will relate, and those who don't, it's okay also. I appreciate a quick makeup. I don't like to take too long on my makeup, especially if I'm just gonna be, I don't know, not doing anything too important. Also because I have been in like zero mood for anything, to be honest, and that includes reading. I decided to pick up something that would be easy for me to just consume, something that I would have a fun time with. And for me, that's always going to be either graphic novels or middle grade. So I started reading last night Young Hag and the Witch's Quest by Isabel Greenberg. I picked this up sometime last year. I forgot when exactly, but it was last year, and the cover just seemed so good, something totally up my alley. This follows our main protagonist, whose name is Young Hag, and Young Hag is one of the last witches in Great Britain, and she is on a quest to try and preserve her and her family's magic because they're the last of their kind, until one day they come across this changeling in the woods, and thus it changes their lives forever. This has everything that I love. It is fantasy, it has witches, it has dragons, it has green knights, it has wizards. It is just, it's been a good time, and it's definitely helping me sort of get out of my reading slump that I'm currently in. So this is what I'm currently reading. I can't wait to finish that. All right, friends, I am going to get changed and then we are going to head out. Let's go. Hello friends, welcome back. I hope that you enjoyed the first vlog of 2025. As you can tell from the video, I have been really enjoying using my Hobonichi. It has definitely given me a new sense of purpose or something to look forward to every single day, which kind of makes me feel more committed to doing this particular thing. And I love it because you kind of have to keep up with the days, and in my head I'm like, I don't want to fall behind. So far I've been really loving it. Also, I really love the endurance of the paper. It feels quite thin, but it doesn't transfer to the other side barely. And I've been using some pretty heavy markers, watercolors on there, so I'm very impressed. Also, let me grab it. I have really been enjoying Young Hag and the Witch's Quest by Isabel Greenberg. This is a graphic novel. I think this is divided into 3 or 4 parts. I just finished the first part. I'm really loving it. I completely forgot that this is actually a sort of retelling of King Arthur, so that has been really nice. It's quite funny. I will say this is an adult graphic novel, I think. No, a YA graphic novel. Definitely not a middle grade because it does have some pretty dark themes in here. But honestly, I feel like this is exactly what I needed to get myself out of a reading slump. I think I just needed something that was just easy for me to read, that can kind of get me started on, that could kind of just normalize my brain again into reading words, if that makes sense. Because I've been on a reading slump for like a month now and I'm so over it. This has been great, you guys. So friends, with that being said, I hope that you ease your way into this year. I hope that you relieve yourself of that pressure of having to have goals and plans and do all the big things. We can leave those setting those intentions for the spring season, because spring is all about that. For now, I think we just need to enjoy the now and go one day at a time, one step at a time, and try to just get into the groove that it's a new year. So please give yourself that permission. I gave myself that permission and it is doing wonders for my mental health. I am excited for all the things that are happening this year. I am going to start working on another vlog right after this one. I finally have to say goodbye to my Christmas tree and all my holiday decorations and put those away in storage. So I'm going to be doing that in the next vlog and just seeing where the day takes us. So friends, with that being said, I hope that you have a great rest of your day, a great rest of your week, whenever it is that you're watching this. Thank you so much for being here, friends, for spending some time with me. Remember, friends, that you can create the life that you want because you so deserve it. I will be seeing you very, very soon. Take care and bye for now.